Hi guys, so today we're going to be making our raisin scones. This is actually a different setup because I've got my camera on my tripod. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to preheat your oven to gas mark 7, 220 degrees Celsius and then 475 degrees Fahrenheit. And in a bowl you need to sift some flour, and you need 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, half a cup of caster sugar, and you need just to sift that into a bowl. Now we need to add in half a cup of raisins, and just with a spatula or a spoon, just give that a quick mix so that it's just combined in the flour or dry mixture. If you want to add more raisins, you can, but this is just what the recipe goes by, and this is what I go by because I've made this recipe 5 times now, and I always do it this way because I think my family like it this way, and we're not like a big fan of raisins, but we don't mind them. But if you want to add more or less, it's up to you, or you could like substitute for the raisins for it says in here you could substitute it for like orange peel, so I suppose you could. Now you need to add half a cup of milk or buttermilk, but we don't have buttermilk, and then you just need to stir it till it makes a dough. But just for the first half you're going to stir it with a spatula or a spoon so that your fingers don't get too sticky, and just you see in the bowl it's kind of creating a dough. And then once you've kind of got it like that, you might want to go in with your hands, and that's what I'm going to do, but you won't see me do that just because I don't want to get my camera with all like of this mixture on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then once it's formed into dough I'll show you what to do next. Now you want to take the dough which I've created, and onto a well floured surface you're just going to use a rolling pin to roll it out. And if you get some like extra pieces at the bottom of the bowl, it doesn't really matter. You can try and get them to stick to the dough, but if you do, if you don't want to, then you don't have to. I'm just going to get my rolling pin and then I will roll it out, but I've just forgotten that, so you'll see it after it's rolled. Now with a circle cutter, mine has got a serrated edge like this. You're just going to cut out circles or whatever shape you want. I'm doing a classic shape for a scone. And I know some of them are like square scones in American stuff, but I'm doing a circle, sorry. And you want this dough to be about half an inch thick, but you don't want it to be too thin, otherwise it won't rise and it'll just kind of be like a flat biscuit. So you're going to cut it out, and you need a bit of a twist, like this. And then put it on a greased and lined baking tray. Mine is like that. So I'm going to place mine on there. And then I'm going to carry on doing that until all my dough is used up and my baking tray is filled. Now I made cut out 9, so now in just a cup or like anything you could brush it with milk or egg. I'm using milk just because my recipe says that. So with a pastry brush, which I do have now, I'm just going to brush it with some milk so it creates like a fine shiny golden look on the outside. When it's baking in the oven it will be like golden, and you don't need a lot on the top, just a little bit for a little glaze. Now they need to go in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Sometimes they take longer depending on how big you've done. That is actually the size you're supposed to do. It's 2 inches circle, and that is the size that it actually says on the recipe. So these actually do take about 12 minutes to cook. So you need to put them in the oven for 12, well like I said, and then you will take them out and really enjoy it and see them after. So that's what they look like all together. They're not brown, like they are golden brown at the bottom as you can see, but on top they're not brown because I didn't use egg, I used milk, but they still taste really nice, and they have browned a tiny bit, but around the edges you can kind of see. But anyways, this is the one I'm going to try now. It's really nice brown at the bottom and you can see the raisins in it, so I'm just going to taste it. They're really nice. I really like scones anyway. It's really nice. It's not too sweet. There's not like too many raisins in there, so it doesn't overpower it. It's kind of like light. You can see the middle there. So yeah, that is my scones. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.